What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be looking at everything trait related. So if you are in the midst of finishing your career or you're just looking to add more traits to your clothes, that is obviously what we're looking at today. If you go into your loom, which is located in the room of requirements, which should be in the corner or at least wherever you've plopped it down, you'll be able to see, for instance, this legendary robe has got increased damage with Perfectus Totalis. Don't know if I botched that. We also have increased damage with Ancient Magic Throw, but then if you press Y, you can actually find a full list of upgradable stuff that you have got right here. Obviously, this requires, as you can see, trait requirements on the bottom, and different ones require different things. So before we go through all of them, you'll see as well we've got 57 undiscovered traits, and you're thinking, how on earth do I unlock them? Because we don't have anything here that tells us we've got increased damage with Confringo. We've got all of these all the way down that are undetectable at the moment. So, a little bit of digging, trying to figure out where on earth I get these done. If you press start or go to your menu option, you want to go into challenges. So, if we look, for instance, at the first one, with combat, as you can see, they will be done by these. So for instance, if we complete this, we finish 10 of them, and then I could imagine if we do, I'd probably say that's got to be about 30 or 40, you will get, well, the protection 3, I can imagine. So it all follows in suit from 1, 2, and 3. As we see with the skeletons, again, it will all be based there. And obviously, once it's complete, you will click it, and you will be able to have that in the recipe for your traits. But that is only one set of it, so you want to do and have a look all the way around a few of these. We have got some lock challenges, which actually, I don't even know what they are yet, so we're going to have to finish a lot of the challenges throughout the game to know what they are. We have got field pages, which will give you robes as well. They're not all going to be traits, but also we have one here, which I believe is Ancient Magic 1, 2, and 3. To get that done, upgrade your gear 5 times, and then also you've got to find out where the rest of them are. So you can have collections and other things like side quests and everything will give you more abilities going forward. But that's basically the main way to do it. You've got to basically go through, and as you can see here, we have a lot of them in the traits right now, and you'll be able to see all of them here that are not unlocked, and you basically just have to grind through the game. So now we're at a look at that, we can get the game finished. As you progress, you should get more and more traits as you go through the game. So the question is, what are the abilities? So as we can see with a lot of them, do take decreased damage from obviously a specific enemy. If it's a dark wizard, spiders, trolls, mongrels, we've got then increased damage with Expelliarmus, Incendio, so they are more spell based. So obviously then you can obviously have a more skill set if that's what you do. If you've only got 3, for instance, attacking spells you use all the time, that's going to be perfect for the gear. If you wanted to be really, really on it, then obviously you could have different gear slots for different ones. So for instance, if you are going into a spider's cave, you are hunting them to finish off them traits, you could then go and use Bombarda and Ancient Magic Throw because you know you're coming up against trolls that have a shield. If we look a bit further down, some of the awesome ones are obviously the Unforgivable 1, 2, and 3. That will be increased damage dealt to cursed targets, which is absolutely perfect. If we look, you've got the Chopping Cabbage, and also then you've got the Venomous Tentacular. Then if we look a bit further down, you've got Imperio gives target damage extra. If we look about more, I feel like there's a couple more that I saw that was actually really good. A lot of these obviously are going to be more based around the spells / the person you're going up against. Significantly increased Ancient Magic meter. That's actually a really solid one if you wanted to put that on something. And even if you wanted to go the whole way with every single item having that, that is not a bad thing at all. You don't necessarily need them fully. I believe you don't really need to go full in depth with them. If you are playing on the hardest difficulty, then maybe that might give you a much bigger bonus to obviously what you can have. And as you can see, you've got trait slot level. If you get to level 3, it means you can obviously have more than one trait, I believe. If we have a look on this one, for instance, as its trait slot level is 3, we get all the way to the top. It would be nice if I could just go straight in. So, for instance, if we wanted that, we would need Kneazle Fur, which we'll have to figure out where to get that from. Then if we go, so we go with number 2 then, for instance, or I'm trying to think of which one that I personally use. Say we go for Incendio. That should Oh, maybe not. It might add only one. Oh, okay. No, it doesn't matter. I understand what that means. So it's not multiple traits. It's the fact that level 2, I believe, would... Yeah, the trait is too powerful. So, for instance, what level 1, 2, and 3, depending on what extraordinary, legendary, or just awesome, you'd only be able to put level 1 traits on it rather than level 3. So obviously with these two, I can put level 3 traits on, whereas that's level 2, and I can imagine that's level 1. So that is obviously a more beneficial bonus. And obviously with all of your gear, we have... How many items? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different items that can actually have a trait on them. Maybe not the neckwear, in fact. I don't know if that... Oh, no, that should... I'd imagine it should be able to, but it might not, judging from everything else having a trait slot level. It might just purely be because it's well appointed rather than superb. So that might actually just need to be an upgraded item. But yeah, every single one can have something. So you can obviously spread out the different traits. The higher traits you get, the better it's going to be and more efficient it will be doing it. Also, if you wanted to upgrade your items as well, you can do that. So for instance, if we wanted to upgrade this to a +6, then obviously we can use that with the Mooncar fur. A lot of this will be from breeding. It will be just from genuinely collecting all of the different items. Obviously, there is, like we say, some Kneazle fur, which will be the biggest one to try and find. So we might actually have a look and see how we can get that for the most amount of... efficient timing to be able to collect that. But let me know down below what you think. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let me know what trait is your favorite out of these. Make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.